human endeavor. And the economics is resistant, always it is always resistant to the scientific the methods. And also we can argue that there are greatest the scientists this resistance from the economics the stream was, it is inception from the Adams Smith's inceptions of the scientific methods, where those scientific methods were developed to solve the human problems. And to say a few words about the AI is nothing but it is an way, or it is a technique of analyzing the tons of data, or making the prediction of data, or interference of the data, or maybe it is analyzing of the data, the finally analysis, predictions, that all will lead to come to a decision. So artificial intelligence that makes the decision in the stream of the economics. And also the machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, where that provides us some of the algorithms or the techniques in the form of algorithms or the techniques, where those techniques will learn by their own, where there is no need of human interference, or predefined, the programming is not required at all to write a program. Understanding how the AI and machine learning are changing. See, machine learning is the changing in every field of the science, in every field of the arts, or every field of the all the fields it is changing. But what we experienced that in history, the economics has put on some resistance. So the artificial intelligence did not treat the economics as true science. How come it is economics is not a true science? There is a lot of reasons are there. You know that I feel that the economics is not it don't come under the natural sciences like the physics or the mathematics, since there is an apparent difference between the science field as well as the social science field. In that social science field, the experts, they will try to develop their models based on the perceptions, or based on their assumptions, which are not at all, which are doesn't have no value, or little value in the market. And those assumptions are based on some basic concepts, and those things are going to be developed by the economists. And the scientist, one researcher from the economics, Paul Samuelson, is a Nobel Prize winner, and he said that economics cannot be considered as true science, because there is always some reason is that the true science, why he said means there is a reason. And he said that economics is has never been treated as true science, and it is even less now when compared to the earlier days. Why? Because it's not at all some of the methods that is developed by the prediction methods, or the trading and marketing prediction methods were not at all. They were not developed based on the scientific method. So therefore, the Paul Samuelson said that we cannot treat economics as a true science, since it doesn't even follow some of the basic science baselines here. So therefore, why he said means the economics stick on to their theoretical models. You know that economics they stick on to the theoretic models, and they are not able to consider the unpredictions or the uncertainty, or some of the models, scientific models, where they are unprediction, and because all the markets are unpredictably changing. In this changing world, whenever they are developing the economic the prediction models, they need to have they need to consider the uncertainties as well as the unpredictions that are available, which are external factors while developing the economic models. So therefore, what he said is, the Paul Samuelson, the economists did not take account of the unpredictability as well as the inherently irrational human behavior on the state of the affairs. See, whatever wherever they are developing, these unprediction, the uncertainty, and the irrational behavior need to be considered while forecasting a model for either for a market or for a trade. So therefore, what he said, therefore he said that economics cannot be treated as a natural science. But we'll conclude. We'll see. My argument will have a conclusion till that AI is making economics as a true science. That's what I told you that before I present the PowerPoint presentation. I told you that how AI will redefine the economics. See, initially I said that the economics as is not a true science, but artificial intelligence methods the making economics as a almost a natural science. So that's what the conclusion may be after my presentation is. So the one more thing, one more example I can give you is, unlike there is a physics model, you can see that in the physics model, if it is E equal to mc square means it is fixed, but it doesn't applicable to the economics. See, whenever the economics they develop the models there, the model may be true or model may be fine for today, but tomorrow we cannot expect. Tomorrow there may be change in the model. So that's what the science will have the fixed models, but the economists on their own, means on the basis of the fixed theories, they will go for the modeling. So sometimes the model that is very good today may not be tomorrow. There may be change in that. So therefore he said that unlike the fixed the versions are not available with the economics, there may be some fluctuation will be there in the economic prediction models. Therefore always the artificial intelligence is trying to bring it the economics as a natural science, so that they will have a fixed the models which will run for longer time. There will be no fluctuation, or there will be nothing will be there. So therefore that is the objective of the artificial intelligence, so that it can bring the economics, it can make the economics as the true science. So some few things I will explain why the prediction models developed based on the theories are not going to long last for a longer time. So I can give some examples. In 2008, you know that there was a recession. Out of 150 recessions, the economists failed to predict almost 148 recession models, because there was 150 recessions were existed on that in 2008, and the economists failed to predict out of 148 recessions. So therefore there was a crisis in the economic crisis in the 2008, because in 2008 I remember that there was a huge recession in the market. All huge recession in the sense many decom and the software companies, even some mechanical industries, automobile industries, and even in insurance industries, investment industries, all those they got recession on the 2008. There were counted that there were 150 recessions were there. Out of 150 recession, the 148 were failed by the economists to predict them. See, that's what I'm saying, that there must be a scientific fixed model so that easily they can predict. But the economists, how they will develop the models is, it is based on the conventional methods, or it is based on the theoretical methods, or almost it is based on the theories what they learn. So therefore there may be they will fail to observe the human perception, or they will fail to consider the behavioral concept. See, once the behavioral concepts and the human perceptions are considered, you can go for a real world, the models can be developed for the forecasting as well as the prediction. That was the one example it was given. And the other example you can see that you can consider the meteorology department. Whenever they say that meteorology department, you know that whenever they say that tomorrow is going to rain, means you can take some the measures that you can carry an umbrella. But when it comes to the economic model, if there is a 3% inflation, if there is a 3% inflation range is there, inflation rate is there.
Banking no measures
Hello. Somebody's microphone is on. So I request all of you to mute it till I complete my presentation. I request all of you to. So shall I carry on now? See, the one more, I was telling you that the meteorology is a prediction, is a fixed prediction. If they say that tomorrow is going to rain, we'll carry an umbrella. That is a measure that we are going to take. But when we say that in the market, there is a 3% of inflation is going to get hike in that, then it is not at all an 3% inflation. What the employees will ask the government they will ask that there is a 3% rise in the inflation. We need the 3% of the recovery for us, but it is not a 3%. It may be a double or the triple of the 3%. Therefore, there is no fixed prediction is not there. That's what I'm trying to say, that there is no fixed predictions which are based on the theories of the economics. But how the AI is now changing? How the AI is changing? There are some economic predictions are there which are based on the artificial neural networks. The one best example I can give you is one person, that is JP Morgan is there. He belongs to an USA citizen he is, and he was developed the artificial intelligence algorithm. That algorithm even that can collect that can track and monitor the markets, that can track and monitor the markets, which are based on the tweets of the American president, Trump. See, Trump used to use the Twitter much larger in his the rule, because he was used to tweet, and those tweets were used as a data to predict how the markets are going to, either they will rise or they will fall. So that was the issue. So that is how the AI is going to make the perfect predictions. The artificial intelligence really it can empower the economic prediction models by avoiding the economists the flawless the rules, or sometimes the economists only they believe rationality. See, whenever they are developing the models based on the rationality, they will develop the models, but they will forget to recognize the irrationality available in the market. See, that irrationality may lead to a some kind of, that is neoliberal models in the 2008. You remember that there was a neoliberal model was developed. It got existence because of that. There was a economic crisis was there in the 2008. So therefore, why I am telling it, the artificial intelligence is concentrating on the fixed models means. So it is going to work based on the tons of the data, and those data shall be collected from the media, or it can be collected from the company activities, or it can be collected from the reviews of the companies, or it can be collected from the tweets from the tweets from the various the medias, internet medias. So therefore, all those things are will affect the AI, or all those will contribute the artificial intelligence, so that it can bring the fixed model where that can long last for the prediction, and it can have the perfect prediction model, so that the predictions in either in a trade or in a markets can be conducted very easily. So this is how what I am saying. What I'm telling you is, see, I'm not teaching any AI here. How the AI has brought redefined the economics into a natural science. I told earlier that the economics was earlier, it was it doesn't come under a natural science. But today, the artificial intelligence made the economics as and natural science among the social science streams. It is the only one, the stream that in the from the social science that is becoming a natural science. So this is what the economics is getting its heights in the prediction models. So therefore, all the economists have got immediately they got they have become the popular. You know that if someone is an economist means he has got a highest uh, highest respect in the trade or the marketing company. So this is how the AI is playing a role making the economics into a natural science. Now I would like to come to share some of the PowerPoint presentation here. You can see that applications of AI in the economics, trading and the forecasting. So far, just I'll brief about them. I will not go with the most of the AI application in the economics, because just I plan to convey you that earlier economics was not a natural science, but today economics is natural science because of artificial intelligence techniques. That is really the wonderful trend that has come in the field of the economics. See, this one is when you go back from the earlier around 20 to 30 years back, you know that there was no invention of radio frequency, or there was no internet. Whenever the internet, distributed network got its existence, a lot of data is started flowing around the internet. You know that there are servers are there. Yeah, there are the clients are there. See, distributed network is nothing but it is the client and architecture, client server architecture. In server, you will have tons of data. You will have whatever the data if it is the cricket, there will be a data that is available with the sports. If it is transportation, the abundant data is available with the server. If it is the education, all the related data is available with the server. Therefore, when the internet got its existence, the tons of data is started flowing among every server and the clients. Therefore, with the invention of the internet, a huge amount of data became available for the analysis. This trend continues nowadays, and in many real world tasks like trading, AI actively artificial intelligence started performing outperformance and replaces financial workers. You know that there are in the financial sector, earlier usually the human resource was the major resource, but now there are technology has become the major resource, and it is replacing the financial workers also. You know that all your economics, many of you know this one. You can see here some of the economics related applications you can see here. For example, I told you that the artificial intelligence techniques we can use for evaluate the future stock prices. You can use information from companies activities, how you get the data for the artificial intelligence techniques. You can get the data from the company's activities, or you can get it from reviews, or you can get it from news, or you can get it from the Twitter mentioning and many other resources. You can get them so that you can artificial intelligence the prediction models can analyze them, then predict the models. Even researchers developed many different techniques to apply in artificial intelligence in various branches of financial technology. You can see that one of the example I have mentioning in the slide here. For instance, you can see here, this is a recurrent neural network. It is a recurrent neural networks which is giving a convincing results in forecasting of the prices. So you can forecast the market prices for 10 years, you can forecast market prices for 20 years, or you can forecast the market prices for 30 years. It is possible with this artificial intelligence technique, but it was not possible with the human. Because why the humans why it is not possible with the humans means humans cannot deal with the tons of data, because the data are not all data are, they are the logical data that are available in the server nowadays. Because one logic is collapsed, the entire data will become inconsistent. Therefore, there is a need of some of the artificial intelligence techniques. One of them is, it is a recurrent neural networks. And other one is, you can see here, there is a deep learning methods are there. In that deep learning methods, what we can develop is, we can develop that they are doing the great job that they can predict which are the banks are the bankrupted, and which banks are have the frauds. That fraud can be predicted using the deep learning methods. See, nowadays you can see that some of the, if there are huge number of banks are there, so banks may be government banks will be there, or the private banks will be there, but to know their bankruptcy and as well as the fraud from the bank, there are some deep learning methods where they can predict where they can predict the they can predict the models, where they can identify which bank is having the illegal rules, or which bank is the fraud operating with the fraud operations. That can be done with the deep learning methods also. This diagram you can observe here how the I told you that the people cannot deal with the tons of data, but here you can see that artificial intelligence for high frequency trading. Here high frequency is nothing but it is the huge data. If this you can see that my cursor is moving on here, you can see that there is a cursor I am moving here. You can see this is a data here. This is a data, it is written in the form of either a number or a text it is, and this is the analysis signal you have here, and this is what it is passed on to the, this is what the high frequency trading the hardware that is developed by the artificial intelligence technique you can see here. So you can see here the earlier people say what I told you, that the artificial intelligence is replacing the people here. So you can see that these are the financial workers earlier, and these are the only the workstations, or you can see that these are the computers, and this is an artificial intelligence based hardware, it is this one. And here you can see that these rows, you can see that these rows, and whenever they are predicting, these rows are very longer rows compared to the workstations. These workstations are little shorter than them, and the waves are very shorter than these things. It means that there is lot of delay in the developing the prediction for the trades as well as the marketing. What I want to say is, you can see here by observing this the whole diagram, tons of the data the artificial intelligence high frequency trading technique can handle them. And it is the advantage of this is it can handle that data within the seconds. See here, this is the only the frequency it is required to place the analysis on the monitor. See, this is a monitor, don't confuse with that. This is actually the monitor. This is an analysis curve. This is an analysis curve that is done by the artificial intelligence technique that called as high frequency trading. You can see this kind of the monitors, this kinds of high frequency trading monitor. You can see that in the share markets, or you can see that in airports, or you can see in the medical hospitals, and all where there the whole data is in the form of the wave. It is, that is an analysis. Analysis is either it is increase or decrease. It is increase or decrease, or there is an irregular fall in the waveform. If there is an irregular form in the waveform, means it is nothing but there is some the problem in the data. You can observe that there is some problem in the data. I will give one more example, that there is an the European database is there. We can call it as an European data. In that European data, hospital that belongs to an hospital. In that hospital, they will maintain the waves or the data that is related to the seizure patients. Seizure patients is nothing but what it is in common sense it is the fits. It is a fits. Seizure is nothing but a fits. So the data is in terms of the millions. That million data can be immediately placed on this high frequency trading. That will give an immediate decision that what is the how many the people that have been how many people that have been affected from the seizure for this year, how many people they are affected from the seizure for the next year, how many people they are affected from the seizure before 10 years, and how many are they are going to affected from the next 10 years. That is what the curve is. You can see that there is a fall and rise in the curve. There may be an increase and there may be decrease in decrease in the curve. This increase and decrease is nothing but it is an analysis. That analysis is done by the high frequency trading. High frequency trading is the artificial intelligence technique with the AI hardware that is developed, and they are really playing their fantastic role in the share market as well as some medical the medical applications, even in aviations. What happens in the aviations? Earlier, the people used to predict the arrival and the departure of the flights. Now it is not with the human decision. It is with the artificial intelligence. High frequency trading techniques are there, where they are going to develop with expecting or the prediction of the flights, because flight is if you consider the aerodromes, in aerodrome is not getting single flight nowadays. There are thousands or aircrafts are going to come and they are going to depart from in every day. So therefore it is very necessary to have the accurate the prediction model of the arrival and the departure. Therefore the high frequency trading, this HFT, you can see whenever if you visit any aerodromes or even if you visit any of the share market, you can see that there is a high frequency trading artificial intelligence hardware is available, where you can see the analysis of the entire data that is belongs to the aviation or that belongs to the trading company. You have observed here. So we will you can see here AI hardware provides high performance for large neural networks, and this is what I am saying, that because with this HFT or with the AI enabled high frequency trading technique, the delays in the prediction market, the delays in the prediction have been overcome. So therefore you can observe this is a larger wave and little improved by the workstation, made it as a shorter wave, and improved the version is still they made the waves as a very shorter, where you can the delay is very less in providing the what is that, the prediction in the economics, or prediction in the trades, or prediction in the markets. That's what I want to say here. And you can see here today, since you belong to an economics background, and some of you may be very much interested in to find your to develop your career in financial section. If it is the case, then you can easily find some of the artificial intelligence based the financial services. One of them is, you can see here, trading strategy. This is a very good artificial intelligence based the prediction model that is available for you, where you can go for, where you can undergo the many of the courses here. This is a specialization cover topics from every basics of trading up to creating a portfolio and designing your own strategy. While predicting or while developing the predicting the models, your strategy must be very important. And see, that strategy you can develop yourself when you undergo some of the artificial intelligence based the courses, that is a trading strategy course, so where you can learn how to make strategies, how to develop portfolios, and how to design your own prediction models. The one more thing is there is one more the course is there. You can see this, that is a computational investing. This is a computational investing. It is a more advanced course with the emphasis on computational point of view. You can observe that computational investment, you know that being an economical student or being an economics professional, you can see that there are a lot of investment. There is a huge rise in the investment market, and maybe it is in the investment market. You know that some of you invest and some of you expect the profit from them. You can, for that there are courses have been developed based on the AI strategy. That is a computational investment. If you are as a student or as a professional, if you are interested, you can just find out some of the computational investing courses where you can join them and you can learn how to make the AI based artificial intelligence prediction. The final one is one more is there, that is a machine learning for trading. This one is a machine learning for trading is another online course by Chakar focused on application of a ML in trading. That machine learning for trading is, see, as a student, you need not to be a an science student, or you need not be know mathematics, or you need not be know much of the computer science, but you have some you will learn this based on some of your economics concepts, where you can get the financial technologies, where you can learn them and you can make use of them in your the curriculum or in your the profession, where you can also, if you don't want to go get into the teaching the profession, you can also find your job in the trading strategy, computational investment, or machine learning for the trading. I observed that in software companies or in some of the mechanical industry companies or some of the big industries, steel industries, there the economist has got the highest demand, and their salaries you can see here. Their salaries are, you can see here, for more than 30 years, AI developers have growing interest in the applications of their skills in financial sector. For this reason, they developed some of the financial applications that are based on the neural networks. And also you can see that this is understandable that the salaries in financial technique companies are very relatively high. So if you know these course, you can get the higher salary. You can get the higher salary. If you know these, the trading strategy, computational investment, then the machine learning trading, then you can get into this financial technology where you can get the salaries at the very higher level. So this is what I would like to convey for all of you, that initially I told you about why the earlier the economics was not treated as true science, and how the artificial intelligence has brought economics as a true science, and based on the avoiding the flawless rules in designing the prediction models. And also I told you that how the AI has reduced the delays in the prediction models, in developing the prediction models. And I also told you that how that financial technologies or the financial markets are attracting the economics so that they can develop the prediction models or the trade models or the aviation models, whatever the marketing models, so that the economy of a country can be improved soon. So this is what the intention was. So we all need to appreciate the artificial intelligence. Really, it is an breakthrough. It is a breakthrough the development of the technology, where it is not only helping the science the fellows, but also it is much helping in the economics. So I told you that among the social science stream, economics is really it is almost reaching as a natural science. This is what I would like to convey you all. If any doubts are there, please ask me. If you want, is that okay? Hello? 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 So, dear participants, I have completed my presentation with the conclusion that I told you that the economics is really one of the social science stream that is really transforming into natural science. If you related to this, if you have got some doubts, you can ask me.
So I have a question, sir.
Okay.
So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
So I want to know, first of all, let me introduce you. I'm Rafiq Hussain from Kashmir.
Okay.
I want to know what should be the roadmap to learn this machine learning or artificial intelligence. How should we go? How should we approach? Like, what should we read first? Which books?
See,
Or
being an
which
economist,
channels?
no,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Being an economist, you want to explore.
Yes, sir.
See, I told you that there is a financial fintech. There is a fintech. There are a lot of neural network-based technologies are there. If you want to explore them, there are some online courses are there. You can register them, and you can take a course and you can learn. And
Okay,
you can explore yourself into the world of artificial intelligence, so that you can make your the social science economy as an the science economy.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So, any more, sir? Any more questions?
Uh,
Sir, any more questions?
So do we have the softwares for these neural networks? Like I came to know that we when we analyze data, we use different softwares.
See, are you? Is that slide is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
See, artificial intelligence based financial technology softwares, these are, that is trading strategy, computational investing, then machine learning for trading. These are the three economical the prediction the techniques that are based on the artificial intelligence.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these are the softwares.
Oh,
I told you that
softwares.
you can explore them online also.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Shall I conclude?
Okay, sir.
Huh? So no more questions. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.